Hello and welcome back YouTubers to another episode of Pokemon Theories, the show where 9 out of 10 doctors agree Professor Oak isn't really a professor and going to the gym doesn't mean pumping iron. Please note that in all my videos, if I use images from Google, that I do not own any of those images, and all images obtained from Google are owned by their respective owners and copyrights. So please remember this when watching my Pokemon Theories. Thanks. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Theories. I'm your host, Proto Mario, and today's Pokemon theory is, are Pokemon Digimon? Good question. And before you guys jump on me and instantly say no and dismiss this video, you better think twice. So, in the Pokemon world, there are digital Pokemon. Namely such, Porygon would be the prime example. Created in interface with computers and things of that such, Porygon has since evolved into two separate versions, to which people didn't, generally speaking, think would occur. And while that's great and good, we're kind of directing our attention towards the Pokemon storage system. A Pokemon storage system allows for Pokemon to be transported and stored as computer data. Did you hear that? As computer data. And allows trainers to keep more than 6 Pokemon allowed in the party. So that's how you catch them all, right? The first of such systems were originally developed by Bill. There have been at least 6 versions of the storage system seen in various games. There was an episode where Ash and Brock and Misty and Porygon entered into cyberspace also, proving that humanity can be digitized. What is it about the system that actually does the digitizing? What is it about the Pokeballs? What is it about this or that? While the evidence is minimal, we can see that in Pokemon Origins, when Mewtwo is captured, he seems to be instantly digitized into the Pokeball. Or rather, I should say, Ultra Ball. Depending on the Pokeball, depends on how strongly you want to capture the Pokemon, but regardless, they still get digitized no matter which ball it is. It also seems that Pokedex automatically connects to the system when a capture is made while there are 6 Pokemon in the user's party, as seen with the capture of Ash's Krabby and Mystery at the lighthouse. So obviously, if you have a Pokédex tethered to yourself and a Pokemon license, as soon as you catch a Pokemon past 6, you don't have to carry around all those Pokeballs, they just instantly go to the computer system. Definitely an advantage for trainers who are out to collect different Pokemon. Perhaps if you didn't get a Pokemon license or a Pokédex, you would be restricted slightly by the fact that you would have to carry so many Pokeballs around with you at once. This can be seen when Ash finds an abandoned Charmander and sees the Pokemon's trainer, Damien, with tons of Pokeballs on the table. Obviously, he had more than 6 with him at one time. So, digitization. Is it possible? Can we digitize real things and make them into computer images? Well, seeking some actual real-life evidence, there are things known as 3D printers that allow for the printing of something from a computer into real life. And while it doesn't explain the digitization from real life into a computer, it does explain the digitization from the computer to real life, being able to print full-scale models, replicas of guns that actually work, tires, vehicles. The sky's the limit. But that doesn't answer my question, or the question at hand, rather. Are Pokemon Digimon? So, let's take a look at the Digimon anime for one moment. In Season 1 of the Digimon anime, it's stated that the Digidestined were summoned to keep the balance in the digital world. And more or less, your character seems to do that in every Pokemon game. There seems to be an authority or a problem, and your character seems to intervene every time. So, it's no question that you yourself may be related to a sort of destiny sort of thing. In fact, you do encounter a lot of legendary Pokemon. Yes, in every game, the main protagonist encounters almost every legendary Pokemon there's possible to be had. So, again, a good indication that he may be destined for greatness. Or called to the digital world to keep the balance. So let's take a look at the PC boxes that Pokemon are actually held in. In fact, you don't really get to see a lot of that information. And in the anime, when the Pokemon get past 6 Pokemon, they're transferred to Professor Oak. And he seems to keep them either wherever the heck he wants, or they do hang around his lab or something. So the anime is not really a good reference for this. But if you go on the basis of the theory that when Pokemon are in their Pokeball, they have their own private universe, then what if they were combined together in the box? What if all those private universes came together to make one huge Pokemon world, and it was the digital world? Now, while Pokemon and Digimon are very distinctly different, there are some similarities that do bridge the differences. Most notably and recently, Mega Evolutions. Originally thought when Digimon digivolved to Ultimate, it was their max Digivolution. Of course, Greymon digivolved to Skull Greymon and Metal Greymon, so there were variants, yes. But when combined together with the energies of their loved ones, imbued with the love and desire to protect one another, their Digimon Warp Digivolved into Metal Garurumon and War Greymon. There we go. And that's not so far off from Mega Evolutions. The stone reacts with the stone Pokemon are holding and unleashes an extreme amount of energy at that given time. Digimon are not required to eat in the anime to survive, but they do get hungry and sort of need it to digivolve sometimes. It's very selective. And Pokemon don't crap, but Digimon do. So, yeah. Let's just say Digimon may or may not be a parallel universe relation to Pokemon. Or perhaps Digimon occurs extensively in the future from Pokemon. Pokemon is set in the real world and Digimon is set in the real world. Perhaps in the extreme future, Pokemon becomes Digimon. And as time lapses, we create these digital environments for these monsters to live and play in, and it gets way out of hand. So, who knows? Is Digimon Pokemon? Probably not. It's probably just speculation, silly nonsense, and just a theory. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you haven't commented already, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, as well as liking and sharing the video, because other people deserve to hear these theories, and the more comments I get, the better my theories become. So thanks for watching, and of course, once again, happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and now time for a service announcement from the Maverick Army. Tired of the norm? Is it time for a revolution? Join the rebellion and become a Maverick today by subscribing to Proto Mario. Remember, together we can create a new world order of gaming. Mavericks unite.